On your left.
Wow. What in the world? Check it out. Like 10 PSI? What the heck? Yeah, that's crappy. It's kind of dusty today, huh? Okay, guys, I'm back. I've taken a few weeks kind of off, but we are out at the DFW Summer Series blah 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 mountain bike race. Gonna race expert again, and I am antsy in my pantsy to race my bike. Crit bike is being prepared, built as we speak, so this may be one of my last mountain bike races for a little while, but we're gonna go out and have a good time. There is, man, let's talk about the plan. There is none, okay? I wanna win. I don't expect to win, but I'm gonna try to win. So goals to get out there, try to get as close to the front as I can at the start, and then work my way up if I can stay with that front pack as long as possible. So I'm gonna give it my best. It is smoking hot out here, probably 105 or so. So anyway, I'm gonna go warm up, even though that's not necessary in this weather, and have fun. Guys, let's go race. Bye. See ya. Oh my gosh, y'all, I am so excited to be commentating a race again. First of all, no offense to this dude in the red shirt on flats with no clips, but what is this guy doing in the expert race? Saddlebag? I think that was a mistake. The Cadence Mafia is out. There's a taco. I think that's a fast taco. But look at all these Cadence dudes. Like, they are in full force. Tom Young, Toby Ryder's out. Anyway, people are rubbing tires in a mountain bike race. That's what I'm talking about. Let's race hard. I love it. Guys, I felt pretty good coming into this race. By the title of it, you can probably already know what's going to happen here. But anyway, I'm going to pull a Jacob here, and I'm going to just go on the outside because I don't care about tall grass. Get out of my way, tall grass. Tom Young, get out of my way. Yeah, I called you out. Tom was not happy with me for taking this inside line right here. But look at that. I'm in 6th place in an expert mountain bike race. Spoiler alert, that's the best position I'm gonna have, y'all. So anyway, let's talk about this. It's like 1,000 degrees. Look at the cracks. There's cracks in this because it's drying out, and this is just insane. It's super dry. I went with 25 PSI to start this race, but who knows what that is now. I think it's probably more like 10, but we're cruising along, and yeah, so far so good. I am working hard. I'm like sorry about the data overlays. I couldn't get data to overlay. Anyway, it was all mixed up, and I just don't have the time nor the energy to data overlay this. The only really cool data, if I had it, would be power, but I don't believe in power in mountain bike racing, because if you're not winning, you're not putting enough power out. So we are flying, guys. This race is so freaking hard and fast. These guys are just like a different level. So we're flying. I am already, my contacts are all jacked up. I can't breathe because it's so dusty. I don't wear glasses because I don't like, they don't fog up, but they get like sweat all over them and I just can't see. But I need to start wearing glasses. So anyway, we're just cruising here. I'm starting to realize really quickly I'm out of my league, but I am trying so hard just to stay with this taco in front of me. And honestly, y'all, I do a pretty good job for a while. About the first lap here, I stay with them, but I'm having to put out some serious power in a few different spots just to kind of stay with them. I think at this point in the race, though, I was still a little bit delusional, thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do really well. So I'm actually thinking about places I can pass, but that doesn't work out for me. I just got to get more gooder. Probably train more, honestly. I'm trying this training thing where I don't train as much. I don't think it's working, but it's basically like HIIT. I'm doing a lot of HIIT stuff and more strength training, which hopefully will equate to stronger sprints when I get back on the crit bike. But yeah, we're doing all right so far. So let's just talk about what ends up happening. I noticed during my warm up that I lost air in my rear tire. I don't know why I didn't think it was a bigger deal than it was, but I didn't. And what I realized about a lap into this race is I am losing a significant amount of air in my rear tire. Ultimately, it drops to about 10 psi. I think it was like 8 to 9 when I really looked at the detail, 8 to 9 psi. It's not enough. I was like, my rim was hitting everything. I was so squirrely. It was dangerous. I was, and then finally, about a lap to go, is that Tom? It's a good pass. He saw the weakness. I showed weakness, let gaps open up. There's Cowboy Hat Man, Big Pigs. Shout out to those dudes for always having such a great attitude and just cheering us on. So we get into the trees here in the roots. Oh, it was loose right there. So mountain biking is just a different sport. Like, you're just redlining, like your heart rate's jacked, and you're also zooming by these like deadly little trees, like you just one little side swipe and you're in big trouble. Man, it feels good to be back racing though. I'm so happy. This section coming up is just horrible on a hardtail 29er. This is like the one time I'm like, man, I wish I had a full suspension. Oh yeah, I'm shutting at him to close gaps. Like we're road racing. I don't know what I'm doing. Y'all, maybe I need to go back to road. All right. Oh gosh, this is just brutal. Ah. But so I know that I'm probably going to lose some time here, but I just really dig to stay on it because I know that if I can get back to the open field section coming up, I should be able to stay with them. Hopefully. Probably in here when I'm hitting these roots, I'm losing air or something. But if anybody has extra tires you want to let me have, that'd be great. Because I just looked up some Maxxis Aspen tires. They're like $80 a piece. That is bonkers. I just refuse to spend $160 on tires. Says the guy that just bought a $1,900 road frame. I need to get my priorities right. Anyway, cool bridge. All right, now there's a gap though. Look at those dudes. 1, 2, 3 guys up front. There's a gap. There's 3 guys in front of me, and I'm thinking if I can stay with these 3 guys, we'll be doing all right. So here's the scene of my crash a few weeks ago. We're going the opposite direction though, thank goodness. And yeah, I'm just doing everything I can in my ability. My little legs are spinning to stay with these guys. Yeah, while we're racing here, I'm gonna look up the data from this. I want to say my average heart rate was 160. Max was around 170. All right, so max heart rate 168. Average was 160. That's horrific. All right, we're all back together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm in 7th. I think at this point I'm kind of cross-eyed. I can't count when I was racing. Oh, look how fast that gap opens. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Here I am just burying myself trying to stay with these guys. I do not want to lose. I don't want to lose, and I don't want to be a loser. Like, if you lose, you're a loser. I don't mean that the way that came out. My apologies, anybody. I mean, if you're not first, you're a loser. So, oh, look how dusty it is. It is just so bad, y'all. Hasn't rained in like 2 months. All right, so we're gonna jump back into the woods here. And I'm still with him. This actually made me want to get a new mountain bike. Anybody wants to buy this thing? You know, you can have it for you. It's yours right now for 500 cash. This bike is a classic, baby. It's got carbon bars that are cut a little thinner or less wide, so it's kind of retro. It's a hardtail because you don't need full suspension in Texas. I said it again. Come fight me. So, oh gosh, that sucked when he slowed down right there. See how, okay, so is this where the gap? No, I'm still staying in it. Still 7. So this is where, man, I am just digging, staying with it. I want to stay on this right here. I'm not even looking back behind me. I don't even want to know who's there. Oh, there's someone. Look at that shadow. It's probably Tom. I'm already thinking about the beer I get to drink when this is over. I've got to stop wearing long sleeves. Now that I've been wearing it, though, I've just kind of turned into like the motocross jersey guy. So I just got to stick with that. I think next year I'm going to ride unattached. I said that out loud. Probably shouldn't have said that. I'm just kidding, Grayson. I know you don't watch my videos. So here we are. I call this the Bat Cave. It's like we zoom in and zoom out. It's way more fun the opposite direction, though, because you don't have to climb this little thing. It's way steeper in real life, people. Stop laughing at me. All right, we're about to finish the first lap, and I can still see first place. So I know that as long as I can see him, you know, this is good. But once this tire starts to lose a lot of pressure, it's like I'm riding through quicksand, and it is so hard. It's super squirrely. Granted, I'm getting amazing traction, I'm getting a lot of grip, but it's not effective grip. And the worst part is, like, Sean, the race director, he's like so supportive every lap, you know, and I'm like, man, I'm sorry, I suck. I feel like I'm letting everyone down that watches the channel. Maybe I should make this channel not about winning, and then people won't be disappointed. So look, there's first. So I can still see him after the first lap. This is awesome. That's probably Tom. The announcer here is amazing. This dude's like pro. All right, so we start the second lap, and I don't know if I've realized yet that the tire is going totally, like, it's going pretty flat. I noticed that I'm getting a lot squishier in the corners. Tom taking a creative line there. So it's almost like fast forward. Oh man, look at that gap. So there's 1, 2, 3 kind of pulling away, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to say there's 4 pulling away, and then there's us 4. Oh, nailed it. We are flying through here. Yeah, so we got 3 up ahead, a gap, and then we got us 4. That's not a big gap, actually, looking at it from here. So I'm still in the race. I mean, look at that crack. That's so crazy. Could swallow a small child. I can't believe they do a kids race on this course. I love this beat right now. This chill synthwave. The taco in front of me, I think, is hurting. Yeah, maybe he's gonna stay on it. It's so easy to watch this and be like, oh, this doesn't look hard. I'm knocking on death's door. There's where I let a gap open. Yeah, I'm cheering other people on now. It's over. It's over. I've realized at this point I suck. I don't deserve to race with these guys. Swallowing all of my pride and just realizing now it's going to be a long 2.5 lap slog to finish this. And right up in here is, yeah, I'm definitely noticing. I'm looking back at my tire and I'm realizing I am losing pressure. I'm not going to blame it on that. I think I suck. I don't think it helped having a really low rear tire. If anybody knows where I can get cheap tires, let me know. Maybe I'll just buy one tire at a time. I don't know. Do people do that? Is that... if I hadn't bought cheap tires in the first place, maybe I wouldn't be here in this situation. Normally that section is super fast right there, but the holes are so big, it's like super bumpy. Even when I'm suffering, I'm having fun, y'all. But there goes the race. It's leaving me behind. So about 1.5 laps is as far as I make it with the front guys. You guys are outside my league. But here in a minute, we're going to fast forward and we're just going to push through this thing. There's some funny parts, all slow-mo. Hey, if you're still with me here, please like and subscribe to the channel. I hate saying that because it just sounds so cliche, but YouTube will give me money if 1,000 people subscribe to my channel. So maybe this is the video that is going to go viral. I don't know why, but maybe this is it. And I need 4,000 hours of watch time, so I'm not even sure what my goal is with YouTube. I like making these videos, though. They're fun. So I'm just going to keep doing that. Keep reviewing random products. Oh, these roots are my demise. Yeah, just keep having fun with this thing. I cannot wait to have my crit bike built up. It is being built as we speak. I'm only about $500 shy of being able just to pay for everything, so I bought all the parts, different places. There's a guy I use in Plano that puts my stuff together for me, and man, awesome guy. I wish I could get him to sponsor me, and then I could just push him on the channel. I need the channel to go big enough that people care about me talking about them on YouTube. Okay, so right here, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna drop the hammer and I'm gonna catch back up. That's when I realize all the power I'm putting out, just nothing's happening with it. So my, yeah, the tire is ineffective. And at some point, the e-bikes are going to start passing me. So now we're fast forward motion. And yeah, e-bikes are going to pass me. And I think 1 or 2 expert dudes pass me. I end up in 9th place, which is honestly incredible considering the fact that I did it with 9 PSI the last 2.5 laps. So I can't really complain about that. I would say I need to train harder, but I love my family and I love my kids and I just want to spend time with my family. So I choose to spend time with family and not train more. And that trade-off is well worth it. Because I get to make these fun videos about me sucking. Ugh, maybe I should do a GoFundMe. I don't know what I would use it for. I guess tires. I don't need a GoFundMe, I'm just kidding. It's way more fun to watch this. sped up. I'm just going to commentate the whole thing. I didn't know if I was going to when I started this, but I am. Who is this? Okay, this is the Elevate dude. I guess he was not feeling well. He rolls in. I think he does finish. At some point, y'all, I'm actually thinking about not finishing this. I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to bail. Because why ride the last 2 laps with a flat tire? But I decided to not be a little beep and just finish this thing out. Who's this guy? I don't know who that was. Yeah, there goes an e-bike. Cool, was I jealous. I almost called him Motor Man. I was like, that's mean. It's not a motor. It's more like a little mini engine. Engine and motor, that's the same thing. E-bikes are expensive. There goes another one. That was Husqvarna e-bike. That's so cool. I used to ride Husqvarna motorcycles, not e-bikes. Like, e-bikes. 2022, we're seeing e-mountain bikes. I'm just mind blown. And now here I am. I'm going to come to the finish again. I'm just like, man, I see Sean. I'm like, man, I'm sorry I suck. I don't say anything, but thanks for cheering for me. I hate to disappoint people. So here in a little bit, I'm gonna pass a dude that's like maybe in the beginner race. He's in a different race. And I tell him, like, hey, I'm on your left. And when I go to pass him, like, he freaks out. He's like, oh, man. Like, I was about to take him out. Even with my flat tire, I'm super confident in my bike handling skills. So I wasn't going to hit him. So to that gentleman, my apologies. Sorry if I scared you into that. Didn't mean to scare you. I don't know, I wonder if I'm going to do this again next week. I should look at my schedule. I don't know if I'm going to have a tire before next week, right? Oh man, next week is kind of bonkers. Probably not going to be there next week. If I can make it though, I will try. Oh, here it is. So I'm talking to the dude behind me.
Hey, does it look like my rear is super low? Does it look like my
So look how slow he's going. So I'm like, okay. I squeeze by.
On your left.
Man, he freaked out. I mean, he sounded like genuinely scared. Look how fast I am. Super boosters, activate. So anyway, y'all, I'm just going to skip the boring parts, shorten this video a little bit of me just riding around by myself in this dusty, lonely single track. But I'll see y'all in a second and kind of catch up towards the end of this bad boy. All right, y'all. So we are, I don't know, probably about, we're basically there. So anyway, thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoy this stuff. If you don't, I don't care. So there's that. I got my first negative comment the other day. He said he didn't like my hat. I was like, well, dude, it's a joke. So don't freak out. Anyway, again, thank y'all for watching. We're just going to cruise in at regular speed. Shout out to Sean for just always being, it looks like slow motion now. That's how slow I was going at this point. Sean gives a big shout out to my biceps because clearly I work out. So I love this stuff. I'm going to come back if I can. Hopefully next time I don't suck. So I hope you guys aren't too disappointed in me. But I'll be back for more. And yeah, that's all I got. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe thing or whatever people say nowadays on YouTube. So there's Sean on the right. Look at the flex. Boom! Look at that. Thanks, bud. All right, y'all. See y'all next time. I'm out of here.
Later.